Happy Friday, everybody. Hard to believe, halfway through the Olympics.
I know, right? 1 week down, another week to go.
It's really been really cool.
Exciting week.
I know, right? So much happening.
Really a lot of fun.
This morning, we want to know if you could compete in any Olympic event and do well in it with the proper training, what do you think it would be?
Yeah.
With
I feel like
the proper training.
I feel like those are two different questions. What do you actually think you potentially could qualify for with the proper training, or like, what would you really want to do?
Is this fantasy world that I'm actually athletic and I could do this? Like, I want to know that.
In your fantasy world.
Let us know your comments. We'll talk about that after we get you updated on a few things. But USA swimmer Katie Ledecky adding yet another record to her very long
Amazing
list.
woman.
She is a machine.
How does she do this?
A machine.
Superhuman.
She won silver in yesterday's 4x200 meter freestyle. That makes her now the most decorated female swimmer in Olympic history. Yeah. Ledecky currently has 13 Olympic medals. 8 of those are gold.
Wow.
She's going to have a chance to make it number 14 tomorrow in the 800-meter freestyle.
Go, Katie.
I know. Hey, speaking of Olympic records, Simone Biles continuing her redemption tour, as they're calling it, with yet another gold medal in the women's gymnastics all around. It's her 9th Olympic medal overall and makes her, get this, the oldest woman to win gold in gymnastics since 1952.
How old is she again?
She's 27, right?
She's so old.
Teammate Suni Lee also finished with a bronze medal. And they're not done yet. The women's individual events will kick off this Saturday. So if you can't get enough of gymnastics, like me, I'll be watching it all weekend. Hey, as athletes continue to rack up medals at the Olympics, it had us wondering which U.S. athletes have the most gold medals of all time.
Okay.
This is interesting. The top one won't surprise you that much. Michael Phelps tops the list with a whopping 23 gold medals. 23 gold medals.
He's so far ahead of everyone else.
Not even close.
Insane.
It's like not even close. The next closest are swimmer Mark Spitz, back in the day.
Yeah.
Also, Carl Lewis.
Amazing athlete.
With 9. Tied for 4th, Jenny Thompson, Katie Ledecky, Matt Biondi, and Caleb Dressel with 8. Thompson and Ledecky also top the list with most gold medals of any American woman.
Wow.
But Ledecky has a chance to surpass that this weekend. Also worth noting, 6 of those 7 athletes are swimmers.
Yes.
So Team USA does quite well in the water.
Yes, they do.
Yeah,
hey,
they have so many events, too, that really helps them to rack up those events.
This is another pretty interesting stat for you. For the first time ever, there are the same number of women competing in the Olympics as men.
That's great.
More than 5,000 women are competing in Paris. That's compared to just 22 women at the 1900 Paris Games. And for Team USA, there are actually more women, making up 53% of the nearly 600
Is that a fact?
athletes.
Wow.
It's got to be.
Yeah, they were talking about during the opening ceremony, the French officials that were speaking alluded to this. They were speaking about that, which is very impressive. I didn't realize it was kind of the first time.
And the women are winning most of our golds. You got Simone, you got Katie.
That's right, bringing it home.
Listen, it has been a hot week in Paris, and as temperatures there rise, so is the pressure to win gold for Team USA.
So we are now a week into the Olympic Games with a jam-packed day ahead of events. Anne-Marie Tiernan joins us from Paris with all the details.
The U.S. men's soccer team rolls into the quarterfinals. The last time Team USA got this far was the Sydney Games 24 years ago. The Stars and Stripes face off with Morocco. Now, the U.S. has never won a medal in men's soccer, and the team captain says the team is, quote, really going for it and hungry for a medal. Now to women's water polo. The U.S. on the hunt for a 4th straight gold. They'll close out group play against host country, France. As the swimming winds down in the pool, don't blink or you'll miss the men's 50 free. The finals feature swimmers with top times whittled down from a massive 10 heats. Track and field, meantime, is revving up with long-distance events for both the men and women, including the women's 5,000 and the men's 10,000. Also, look for thrills and spills in BMX racing today. Elise Willoughby goes for gold in her 4th Olympics for Team USA. All this and more at the Olympics in Paris today.
Cool. All right, this is where we stand as of this morning, day 7. We've got to look at the latest medal count. Team USA tops the rankings with 38 overall. Host country France comes in second with 28, and China rounds out the top three with 26.
That's a lot of chipped teeth that our plate.
I know, right?
Oh, yeah.
Thick little bite out of it.
Hey, just a reminder, while the Olympics will be on WCNC all day today, we still got your news headlines covered. We're going to be streaming live online at 10 a.m. and 2:30 p.m. You can find that on our website, WCNC.com, as well as our mobile app, and right here on our Facebook page. Then join us. Ben and I will be back on air for a special Olympic Zone broadcast at 7:30 tonight and Saturday as well.
That's right. If you can't get enough, there you go.
You guys have such a long day. Having to come back here at night the way you guys do.
Yeah, I just have a cot set up
Oh,
over
is that
there.
how you do it?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay, so what
You're in the fantasy world, what would your specialty be?
Okay. Well, my reality one is I would love to be a race walker. I think that'd be great.
Nice.
I think maybe I could do that. There's a lot of form, a lot of technicalities. Reach out to resident Megan Bragg on that. But I would love to do surfing if I could. I think that would be so cool.
Yeah.
Or maybe breaking. That'd be pretty
cool.
Oh, yeah,
I
that would
like
be
breaking.
cool.
I feel like, given reality, no matter how much training I have, I'll always be too tall to be a gymnast, and I'll be too short to be a swimmer because I'm 5'11". So I'm like, no amount of traveling or training will ever do anything for that. So I do something like obscure, like sharpshooting.
Oh,
that'd be fun.
That's fancy.
Have you seen the memes for that, by the way? They're hilarious.
Oh,
they're
yes.
They're so good. Like, those people take it so seriously, and they look like James Bond.
Did you see the guy from Turkey?
Yes.
Like,
We did a story on that yesterday.
Like that. It's so awesome.
Didn't have the special glasses or anything. Joy Mott saying, I wish I could do gymnastics like Simone Biles. I think that's mine too.
Right.
I did gymnastics growing up.
Only one.
But you're right. Not for very long. I was getting too tall for the sport. Too short for swimming. I guess something in like track realistically, but my dream, like Joy, would be like to fly like Simone Biles.
Right.
I mean, amazing.
Amazing.
Larry?
As a freshman at East Carolina, I was on the rowing team.
Oh,
nice.
Okay.
Oh, have you seen The Boys in the Boat?
No, I haven't.
A George Clooney movie.
Really?
It is a true story about the rowing Olympic team. I can't remember what year, maybe like the 50s.
What streaming service?
Oh, gosh. I think just maybe Amazon Prime is how we watched it.
Okay.
I think if you search it, you might have different options.
Okay.
But we watched it with the whole family. So anyway, you said rowing. It made me think of it. It was so good.
What happened was radio got in the way again. So I left the team before all the big competition. But I trained.
But you're tall. You probably would have
Yeah, I mean, well, but I mean, at that time they don't have a rowing team now. But I remember we used to practice, work out in an old tobacco barn.
Wow.
Because that's tobacco. Now you're talking about some intense heat.
Yeah.
Middle of
I
summer.
bet.
Yeah. But yeah, that's a dream. It'll never happen. Never did back then anyway.
Hey, this is a fantasy world.
Yeah,
I'm not going to be a surfer or a breaker.
You're not?
And I'm never going to fly like Simone Biles.
I was going to say, but here, come
We can only
2028,
dream.
Larry's going to be rowing, you're going to be doing gymnast stuff, I'm going to be sharpshooting, and you're going to be breaking. 2028.
I think the most realistic one is you sharpshooting.
Yeah, I know.
I sharp because I aimed much lower.
Yeah.
I lowered my expectations. All right, folks, chime in. Let us know what you think. We'll see you back here on Monday morning for more Olympics.
Bye.
Your boat.
Gently down.